This film is really about the unchanging human condition of loneliness, and it's a universal thing. But this film also goes beyond that into kindness and warmth, which is something I really loved. So Brendan was just really wonderful. He's a fantastic guy. It was really fun to work with him. He is wonderful as a person and as an actor. He has this incredible depth. So it was a really fun experience. So I just wish that more films would be made in Japan and go out. And I also feel that the culture will spread that way. And I believe that that will happen. So I'm really looking forward to what the future holds.
This is my first job, and like just having to work just this role, just by my sorry, just with Brandon and Hikari, and just so many amazing actors and actresses, and I just got this role as like a dream. I mean, it was crazy, mind blowing. I felt that it's okay to be lonely. Like I said some interviews that I'm in a Japanese school, but my house is an international house, so the rules are a bit different from other kids, my friends' houses. So sometimes I feel a little distance from my friends, and I love them because they're my friends, and they try to understand me and try to let me be in their group. But like some parts, I feel a bit lonely. So I think from doing this movie or just reading the script, that I can. Like I felt the part that I understand how Mia feels or how this movie moves on. I like to rent same age group, girl or boy, friend, same house rules and same kind of environment. Yeah, I like to have someone just we can understand each other.
Relate to, yeah. Well, I think we can all relate to the concept and the feeling of when you might want to switch out some of your family members, maybe around the holidays. So the idea that you could sort of pick and choose and fill a void, I think we could both relate to that. Everyone, we all have lost people in our lives, and that's a very relatable feeling. And Hikari, telling us that version of events through a Japanese lens was really interesting for us because we had never heard anything like it.
Yeah, and it was bizarre in the best of ways and different, and yeah, we really never heard anything like it, so we were intrigued instantly. I mean, we were lucky enough to land Brendan first, and then Hikari had some pretty clear ideas of who she wanted to fill the rest of the cast out with. Obviously, fantastic actors, Mari, Taka, Shannon, Akira Emoto, living legend. So it was thrilling to work with them. They were all wonderful, and they all became a family through production. And so you can see it in the movie, but they all love each other deeply. And yeah, it was, we feel blessed and grateful that we got to work with these people.
Well,
Filming was challenging.
yeah, and we were isolated, so I think we were each other's family because, we were living, our families eventually did come, but we were very far away for a long time. In a completely unknown place, a place that we hadn't been before, that we didn't speak the language.
Yeah.
But we were warmly welcomed. But we had a few days where we were a little overwhelmed and got lost and, felt some isolation because it is a busy place and it can feel lonely, but it is stunning. And
people are lovely and the culture is incredible. And so, yeah, it was great to shoot there. Yeah, very lucky to be able to film there. Yeah, I mean, look, I think the movie is about connection. I think the world's a crazy place and seemingly a darker place than it has been in a long time. And so we hope people leave feeling love and feeling full and feeling like they need to give people grace and be kind.
Well, when I first read the script, he was sort of the chameleon the type of, he can't really figure out who he is. He's a good guy or a bad guy. But, eventually he's not without fault himself, He also is a sort of a victim, or he also suffers from loneliness himself. So, I guess, that I really sympathize or relate to. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we did a press junket today, and we felt like reunion of the family, and and especially we went to Japan to shoot this, and so I live in the U.S. now, so it's sort of like I'm coming home for me and for Mary too, but we were in a different place, the cities like traveling, all together. So yeah, it made it special experience. I started out working in the States for about 5 years ago, and I never thought something like this would come along. So it's hard to believe.
I think there's so much was happening when we're coming up with these ideas, and when I find out about this business itself, I didn't know anything about it. I'm Japanese, and this what is about the renting a family member? Why these people exist and what are they doing? What kind of people we're helping, right? So for me, it was during the time of pandemic as well. So we were kind of in a place where it's unknown, and felt like isolation was just taking over our life, and we really wanted to come up with a story where we can reach the people, connect the people together and bridge the gap, and just all of us together and just build this family, even though it's fake. So that was kind of the way we wanted to, give the story to the people who perhaps need the most. And when you think about Brendan's character, Philip, just going on this journey and his discovery of who he is as a person through the connection through the people he meets, through the connections that he discovers through this business. I think I just couldn't avoid to go through, starting from the vulnerability, just being who he is, really meeting all these people and just finding the life that he never expected to have. And that the joy he receives, and that I think that there's no way we can avoid that. It's human emotion. Everybody's just like, oh, there he is. Every character in this movie really invests, the relationship with Brendan's character Philip, and I think we did something really special. And I would hope that our audience will just pick up a phone and call people who haven't been talked to. Just reach out and then also if you're somebody who's just really feeling loneliness, right, lonely, or feels like there's things that of need in their lives, then I really want them to feel that you're not alone. We just have to get up the ladder and just see the world from a different perspective, because that will take us to the next level. The door's going to open for us, right? So.
Can't say it enough. This film is a love letter to loneliness. It's addressed to anywhere, Tokyo. It's been written and signed and sealed with a cherry blossom kiss. It's a testament to the power of connection And to see this unique story come to the screen finally, it just feels good knowing how many people are seeing this movie and walking away with something positive to say and feel about it long after the credits have rolled. Tokyo, like any metropolitan city, is a beehive of activity. And it seems there's an irony that it's possible to have such solitude and even an epidemic of loneliness among people. So that's why a rental family agency exists, to fill the need the clients have to make connection with one another on a level that's not superficial. Looking at screens is what we do so often now, and standing in for one another, even as a surrogacy or even as, a make-believe, is not so far-fetched when you consider the good that it does.
Has a sort of complicated role in this film, where it's not so much that this is what she cares about, that she cares about really being there for people, because I think she has a background of people not being there for her when she needed them the most. So her mission is to be there for people who need her in whatever capacity. And I think that teaches us that, whatever you put out in the universe comes back to you. I think we see her, go through all of these hard things alone. But then, Philip, Brendan's character, shows up and he is there for her, and he gives her the strength and the permission to sort of stand up for herself. So I think keep putting out, care and compassion into the world, and you will receive it, is what I think we can learn from her. Yeah.